A long time I really didn't care about going to church. I just kind of went because all my friends went to church. And I really didn't start to want to know Christ more until I started going to Bible camp, and it really opened my eyes to Christ and how much I need Him in my life. And I was going to the Lutheran church, and I didn't really understand anything about Christ even there. But then my sister brought me to the River Fellowship, and I would come like every once in a while, and I understood it a lot better than I did at the Lutheran church, and I was more interested. So I started coming more and more, and then I became a regular attender, and now I go to the River Fellowship all the time, and I love God.
What led me to Christ was, well, in the past I had a pretty big background, and I was involved in an assault that resulted in a teenage girl's death and her unborn child. I was facing life in prison, and since that day, I just drew near to Christ because He was all that I had, and that's when I began to realize that He's all that I need.
Okay, I've been going to church pretty much my whole life, even though my parents didn't go, but I went for social reasons because my friends went, and I really didn't understand anything about God. I just went. And when I was in middle school, I did some bad stuff. I did some stuff with guys, and when I got into high school, someone invited me to come to the River Fellowship, and when I came here, I realized that they accepted me for who I was, not for everything that I did in the past, and they made me understand that God forgives me for everything I've done, and that even though some stuff has happened in the past, He still loved me, and that's what led me to go to God for everything now.
What brought me to church was when I was 14, I hit my rock bottom, my brokenness, when I was raped. And my sister had started going, and my mom started going, and they brought me in, and I just found this great sense of peace when I entered the church itself. And then when I started listening more in on the messages that pastor had to say, I pretty much just fell in love with God, with Jesus Christ, and I've been there in love with God ever since.
Go. You don't have to believe in Christ, but if you do, we'll save your life. God is here forever.
The party ends tonight.
If I commit a couple sins,
It'll be alright.
I'll get saved later.
And give my life to Christ.
And therefore,
I don't need joy.
bye! Wait a minute. That makes absolutely no sense. God knows everything. Never.